Aloha, everyone. Jody Mountain here with Lineage of Light on the island of Maui with retreats and trainings in ancient Lomi Lomi. I wanted to bring forward an idea today through the quote of Albert Einstein, who said, "There are only two ways to live your life. One is as if nothing is a miracle, and the other is as though everything were a miracle." So I'm not sure if there's only two ways to live, but I love the idea of that quote because it leads us to the possibility that everything is a miracle. And in this ancient work, the miracle that I'd like to speak about today is you. And I think we often forget that we are walking, breathing, living miracles. That even just biologically, the moment when fertilization happened and then these cells started to multiply and to multiply and to multiply and become the being that you are, and then throughout your whole life to have absorbed and assimilated everything that you have to become the person that you are, all of that is a miracle. And on the foundational level of life itself, that miracle continues every moment of every day. That just the ability we have to breathe into 600 million tiny sacs in our lungs and have that automatically happen and have the oxygen be transferred to every cell in our bodies, have the waste material be released in an exhale, that's just magic. We call magic things that we don't understand and we don't know how to do. So scientifically, we might understand how respiration works and what the mechanisms are involved. But I think that science has not yet discovered how to actually make a biologically living, breathing human being other than by using that magic of life igniting itself. And so I just want you to remember that on this foundational level of just even being here, you are a miracle. And that in this pathway, there's something called kauna, which means hidden meaning and depth of perception. And so if you apply that idea that you are a walking, breathing miracle to other levels, other areas of your life, you may find that you are a miracle just because you are, and just because you are a unique human. There has never been a human like you before on this planet, and there will never be another one exactly like you. You know, we might have similar backgrounds and we might have similar hopes and dreams, but all the nuances that make you the person that you are, the unique combination of gifts, the unique rhythms of your personality and of your being are just a miraculous combination that, like a snowflake, will never come together again. And so I'd like to suggest that just by you being, just by you existing, that there is a vibration that you are emitting that is contributing to this planet. And in the work that we do in Kealahoku, the Pathway to the Stars, is that we do our best to look at the vibration that we are holding for ourselves, towards ourselves, because that's going to affect everything. And we do the best we can to cultivate that frequency and that connection of who we are, so that we can be the best version of ourselves, the most clear version of ourselves, so that that life force that is in us can actually express itself. So instead of trying to strengthen our personality and to give ourselves, affirmations that I'm the best and the strongest and gosh darn it, people like me. Nothing wrong with any of that. That's just a different level of attention. But what we're attempting to do is more or less clarify really get personality more out of the way, and if it can't be out of the way, to let it be useful to spirit, to give that life that's moving through us the priority, instead of our learned perceptions, instead of our goals and the way we push through the world, to just open and allow life to awaken more and more in us in an embodied way. So a lot of the time in this paradigm, we include the body as a functioning aspect of spirit. So while we in the West would think of spirit as kind of out there, the angels and God and the ethereal beings, if that's your belief system, in this paradigm we recognize that spirit is passing through everything, and that includes our body. And so that is the place that I think maybe the least in this history of our world have we listened for spirit in this flesh, in this tissue, in this heart pumping, in this blood. And so, yeah, this is just an opening to include all of our experience, our whole resonance of creation in our attention and in our lives, and see what kind of difference that makes when we include everything as family. Okay, that's it for today for the Ancient Wisdom series. If you're interested in any more online courses or live courses with me and this sacred pathway, there are links below that you can try. And if you don't want to miss any of the episodes, please subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you again. Aloha, everyone.